Welcome to Obscured Reality with Mark and Stephanie. From UFO sightings to the lost city of Atlantis, from alien encounters to the living dead, each episode will leave you questioning reality. If you're ready to explore the eerie, tune in to Obscured Reality, where mysteries come alive.
It's the same boring music, but the same awesome show, Obscured Reality. Oh boy! If you guys didn't hear about this one, you're living under a rock in between a hard place. We're going to keep it UAP. We don't have a choice. We're going to go over a couple things. We're first going to read a story. I'll read fast. I'll show it to you so you can pause it if you want, if you know nothing about this. But we're going to read the whole article or most of it. Then we got to talk about someone, and then we're going to look at a bunch of pictures and a video.
Okay.
We're going to start with the video when we get there. But first, we're going to start with this news article. Have you heard of the Buga orb or the Buga Sphere?
Yes.
Okay, so the Buga Sphere is making its way around. I'm sure you guys have heard of the Buga Sphere. This is this spherical shaped object that was found in, I think it's Colombia. There's video of it flying around, which we're going to look at. Let's check out this article. Scientists studying spherical UFOs say they've discovered alien technology. Right there. I want to know who these scientists are. That's immediately called into question.
Yes.
Scientists have released the first X-ray images, which we'll look at, of a mysterious sphere-shaped object recovered in Colombia, and locals claim it's of alien origin. Okay, well, we're not going to take the locals' word. We don't know what alien is yet, you know. The so-called UFO was spotted in March of this year, 2025, over the town of Buga, zigzagging through the sky in a way that defies the movement of conventional aircraft. Object was recovered. It was recovered shortly after it landed and has since been analyzed by scientists, although it has not made major news cycles. It's been analyzed by scientists who discovered it features 3 layers of metal-like material and 18 microspheres surrounding a central nucleus they are calling a chip. Whew, let me turn my fan off here. There we go.
All right.
Doctor, by the way, Stephanie, if we come across anything in here, something that sounds really familiar, stop me and let me know. I want to see if you catch it. Dr. Jose Luis Velasquez. Have you ever questioned that? You know, when you listen to the news, when they say a Hispanic name, they say it with the accent like Dr. Jose Luis Velasquez. But if it's like a Asian name, they don't do that. If it's an Indian name, they don't do it. If it's a Russian name, they don't do it.
Oh,
you ever notice that? You ever think about
you're right. You're right.
Surprise. Welcome to America. The object was recovered. We already got that. Dr. Jose Luis Vasquez, a radiologist who examined the sphere, reported finding no welds or joints, which would typically indicate human fabrication. No welds or joints. Well, I can't wait to look at a picture.
Right.
I'm not sure that I fall for that one here. He and his team concluded it is of artificial origin in that it shows no evidence of welding and its internal structure is composed of high-density elements. More testing, though, is needed to establish its origin. The sphere also displays symbols that the team compared to ancient scripts, including runes, Ogham, and Mesopotamian writing systems. Using AI to assist in deciphering the design, the team interpreted the message to read: the origin of birth through union and energy in the cycle of transformation, meeting point of unity, expansion and consciousness, individual consciousness. On the
That's
trust
what the AI
factor,
figured out, it said?
yeah, on the trust factor here, I'm already out.
Yep.
I just don't think so. We interpret it as a message to humanity, encouraging a collective shift shift in consciousness to help Mother Earth, especially considering the current issues with pollution and environmental decline. Oh yeah, here comes some fear mongering, and let's feed you a narrative. Here's a picture. We're going to look at these pictures a bit bigger. This is a picture of the UFO. Here's another one on the ground. The object was recovered March 2nd by a group of people who said it weighed about 4.5 pounds and had the temperature of a refrigerator when touched. David Velez El Potro, one of the individuals who recovered the object, recently spoke on Mausan Television, hosted by journalist and ufologist Jaime Mausan, whose research has stirred controversy for nearly a decade. Have we hit anything yet that sounds familiar to you?
Well, I mean, it is spherical, just like the pet orb that family had. I believe it was, I want to say Russia or Siberia, something like that. But that's exactly what this reminds me of, is that family's pet orb that was taken by the military.
You are right, but you're wrong.
I'm usually right and wrong all the time about a lot of things.
What I am referring to is ufologist Jaime Maussan. We're going to read up on him in a moment. If you recall, something happened fairly recently with Jaime Maussan putting out coming into this convention. He had this coffin with a glass top or something with the little body inside.
Yep.
Yeah, the guy's full of crap. Okay, we're gonna go into him in a minute.
I remember now.
You might recognize his picture when it comes up. Maussan gained attention in 2017 when he claimed to have discovered alien mummies in Peru, findings that remain unconfirmed.
Yes.
But Velez El Potro has claimed that the sphere is authentic, found in the woods of Buga. He told Maussan that the man who found it, Jose, felt sick for days after touching the object.
Oh,
wow. Now
know.
that's interesting. Why the hell could that be interesting? Oh, well, because there's a video out there allegedly of this sphere with some people rubbing their hands on it and pouring water on it, and it's just evaporating to steam. They're touching it. How'd they get this thing back to wherever they got it? How are they studying it? And only one person got sick from being around it. I don't know, because it's not like they know how to deactivate this thing.
Right.
Assuming
he had the fish. That's why he got sick. He had the fish. Compared to everyone else. I mean, like, if it's one person who got... when someone gets sick on an airplane, it's usually because they had the fish. People usually get...
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. And usually people get sick from eating fish. So,
God, could you imagine if they served cooked fish on airplanes for meals?
They used to.
They used to be able to smoke on airplanes, guys.
You also used to be like, it used to be a 2-and-2 pattern, and you could fucking lounge and sleep in them hoes too, but whatever.
Yeah.
The glory days.
Let's go. However, there are no official reports or scientific analysis to confirm claims of a sphere falling over Buga. Only eyewitness reports. Velez El Potro said the government contacted him to hand it over the sphere. To hand over the sphere, maybe, if we want to correct our grammar in here, along with the two oars right here. But he refused, saying it would never be seen again if he handed it over.
That's what the family said about their pet orb.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, here's more photos. We'll look at all these in a moment. So he gave it to Maussan and his team of experts.
Spurts that were.
With hopes of them uncovering the sphere's origin, researchers found that the sphere had irregular edges, indicating that it is a solid object. Okay. The outer layer appeared to be the densest, comparable to human bone. The center of the sphere shows a lower radio acoustic density than the edge, indicating an internal structure that may be more porous or composed of less dense material than the outer shell, said Nacho Rojo, host of the YouTube channel. All right, Nacho. The finding
Nacho Rojo.
Nacho Sphere.
Red
I said
red
it.
cheese. Red cheese.
Yeah.
Red
The
cheese.
findings suggest that the outer layer could be made of titanium or steel. Because, of course, aliens are going to use the same shit we'd use. But researchers noted that a full composition analysis is needed to confirm this. Yes, that's what they're going to use. X rays also revealed 18 small dots within the center of the object, arranged in what appeared to be a non random pattern. The team speculated that the 18 points could be sensors, bolts, or fragments of microspheres. Sure, they could also be rocks, they could be fingernails, they could be fingers, they could be eyeballs, they could be testicles. Sure,
Eyeball. Oh
sure.
god, not testicles,
Guys,
please. Not
so this
18 of
is
those.
this is where we go to being told a narrative, or in this case, maybe not necessarily boom, here's a alleged factual narrative, but here's some of the lines of travel we want you to think down, okay?
Yeah, heard.
Red
Yep.
flags, red flags, okay? Obviously, we don't know the composition or how it was manufactured, but it appears to be an object intentionally built to house these small metallic components internally. I mean, that's the most honest thing I think we've probably heard yet.
Yep.
That's according to Nacho Rojo.
Libre. Sorry.
Nacho Red? Hmm. I
Red
mean,
cheese. Red.
yeah, I
No,
get
whenever
that
I hear
now.
nacho, I think of Nacho Libre and
Yeah. Rojo! Nacho Red.
red
Oh, God.
cheese.
Scientists are currently referring to the 18 points as a chip due to their precise arrangement and location within the sphere. The symmetry suggests advanced technology or deliberate engineering. Don't know that it suggests advanced technology, but whatever. He also noted these 18 points show no signs of fracture, meaning the object remains structurally intact. X rays revealed that the points extend approximately 0.5 centimeters into the interior of the sphere. Additionally, the team observed a central band composed of a different material, which contained more small spheres. They believe these may have been placed inside before the object was sealed. You don't fucking think. I mean, am I the dumb one here?
No.
Jesus Christ, Nacho.
As much as they would like you to believe that you are, no, you are not the dumb one here, even though they're talking to us like we are the dumb one.
I mean, I'm almost speechless on that. However, the x rays did not reveal any visible signs of assembly techniques. But we're sure those things made it in there first. Yeah, no shit. Jesus Christ. Okay, let's stop sharing that. That's the article. Okay. Now, we're going to talk about Jaime Maussan. Jaime Maussan presented these alleged alien bodies. They were tiny. We remember seeing them in a coffin. I don't remember exactly when, but this has happened a few times. We'll get to the dates. I think it was 2023. So I'm going to go through this quick, but I want to make sure you guys understand who Jaime Maussan is. If anyone out there is even contemplating the legitimacy of this Buga Sphere story, you need to know the name Jaime Maussan, and you need to know about him and the bullshit he's been involved in. Guys, again, major red flag here. Jaime Maussan, he's a Mexican journalist, and then we're going to look at the video and a bunch of photos. He's a Mexican journalist, television personality, and ufologist. Okay, well, television personality right there kind of sends me down one path. Yeah, one path of illegitimate alien claims. So Maussan was involved in publicizing a specimen dubbed Metapec creature, which later turned out to be a skinned monkey, as well as a demon fairy in 2016, which turned out to be the remains of a bat, wooden sticks, epoxy, and other unknown elements.
Frankenstein.
Yeah, I mean, this guy, he's really trying. Like, nobody's going to study this thing and make sure I'm legit or not. In 2015, Maussan led an event called Be Witness, where a mummified body claimed to be an alien child was unveiled. This is the first time, 2015. The mummified corpse was later identified as a human child. Surprise, Jaime! In 2017, Maussan appeared in a video hosted by Gaia Inc., where a mummified body supposedly discovered in Peru near the Nazca lines Gotta put that in there because the Nazca lines are already so mysterious. Claimed to be a three-fingered alien was unveiled. A 2017 report by the Peruvian prosecutor's office stated that supposed alien bodies promoted by Maussan were actually recently manufactured dolls, which have been covered with a mixture of paper and synthetic glue to simulate the presence of skin.
Oh,
Props to you, Jaime Maussan. You're doing a
wow.
spectacular job. But wait, guys,
Oh, Lord. There's
more.
more. But wait, there's more. For only 1999.
Yes. Huh?
Go on.
I think it just occurred to me. I just agreeing with you to agree, and I don't even know what the fuck's going on because I didn't say anything about 1999. Shit.
No, I know, for like, because usually in infomercials, wait, there's more. For only the low, low price of only $19.99, you can have.
yes, yeah, low price, guys, of just a like and a share and a subscribe. There you go. On September 12th, 2023, I believe this is the one we all remember. Maussan unveiled two allegedly non-human beings to Mexico's first Congress of the Union public hearing regarding UFOs. Maussan claimed that these were mummified corpses found in a diatom mine in the city of Cusco, Peru, near,
Cusco.
wait for it, near Nazca, and were believed to be more than 1,000 years old. Maussan claimed that scientists at the National Autonomous University of Mexico, or UNAM, came to the conclusion that, in his words, the corpses are not part of our terrestrial evolution, and that almost a third of their DNA is of unknown origin. However, Julieta Fierro, physics researcher at UNAM, stated that the university never endorsed such claims and that Maussan's data made no sense. UNAM further republished their September 2017 statement specifying that they did not make any conclusion as to the origins of a sample sent to them for carbon-14 testing and that no other kind of testing was performed by them. Wired
I
reported
very
that
clearly remember
mummies
that now.
presented by Maussan are believed to be an elaborate hoax made of human and animal bones. Again, no shit.
Yeah. Wow. Ooh.
Surprise. We're almost done with Jaime here, guys. What a
What?
In November 2023, Maussan held a second presentation at the Mexican Congress regarding three-fingered Peruvian mummies. Maussan claimed they were not related to any life on Earth. The presentation included the testimonies of a number of doctors who said that the bodies were those of previously living organisms, presenting the remains as potential evidence of non-human life forms while declining to certify that the remains were extraterrestrial. Anthropologist Roger Zuniga stated that there was absolutely no human intervention in the physical and biological formation of these beings. However, forensic archaeologist Flavio Estrada, who examined the specimens for the prosecutor's office of Peru, said, quote, "They are not extraterrestrials. They are not intraterrestrials. They are not a new species. They are not hybrids. They are none of those things that this group of pseudoscientists who for 6 years have been presenting with these elements," adding that the humanoid dolls consisted of animal and human bones assembled with synthetic glue. So that is, we're going to look at video and photos now, guys, but that is Jaime Maussan in a nutshell for you.
Yep.
If that gives you any indication of what to think about the Buga Sphere, well, I think it reads for itself there.
It really sure does.
Yeah. All right. Let me share my screen right about now of the Buga Sphere. Let's play.
Oh, God.
So I want to pause this at one point here just to show you a little something weird in the sky besides a metal ball. Yeah. Okay. I mean, it's moving. It's moving. It's going. Get ready to hit pause here. They're going to zoom in and you're going to see something. Oh, there's a bird.
It's a plane.
There's a Oh, that's the Buga Sphere. Get some shiny shine on it. There's it moving around again. Looks like it did a 180 or something. And ooh, wow. I mean, oh yeah. Get the ground. There it is. There it is in the grass. Wow. And it just dawned on me that I'm not going to be able to pause it where I want to pause it because it's just going to cut out to an ad. But there was one spot when it was zoomed in and going through the sky. You can see a little dot. Kind of weird. But what do you think of the video?
Okay, so like I said before, it just the way that it's filmed, it's just so choppy. It looks like it comes out of the 1950s, like the
What?
sci-fi movies.
How dare you?
Oh,
No, that was a good video. Oh, what are you talking about? Come on, guys. I mean,
I will
our
repeat
cell
myself for
phones,
those in the back.
our cell phones have cameras that are almost as good as anything nowadays.
Like
I mean,
the ending part of it, like when it right before it started to come down and actually land on the ground, that was definitely
mhm.
better video. But when it was in the sky, it just was so, I don't know, fake and choppy looking. But at the same time, I could say that it was fake looking the entire time. It was just worse looking when it was in the sky.
Yeah, I mean,
But
so I mean, I would kind of expect we're gonna watch it again. Just getting through an ad here. Surprise. Um, l- let me bring it back up. Hold on. Let's watch it again. We
but
can
this is
talk.
also the same time this is the
Here
second
we go.
time that I'm aware of that a sphere has been
So
found. I mean,
so
again, the pet sphere
I don't
before.
I don't think this video is that bad. It could definitely be better, but you see, they were really zoomed in. When you're that far zoomed in, you're going to lose quality. It's going to be choppy. I mean, that thing's far away, so they're zooming in very far for
Mm.
something handheld. Probably not on a tripod, possibly on a
See,
tripod, but
now it
probably
looks
not.
fine.
It's hard.
But again, it's just like,
You're not going to get stable video. It's going to be choppy like that.
this is
And
fine. This part's
there's
great.
edits in there. They're cutting to other scenes,
Oh, I
which
get
I'm curious
that.
as to why. Like, I'd like to see the whole video if there's just one
It
long
looks
one.
like this is a highlight reel. Ooh, a highlight reel. Jesus, can't talk today.
So, yeah, I mean, that's it. And what the hell?
But like,
I don't know.
they tracked it clearly for a while, it looks like, over a distance almost, it seems.
Mm-hmm.
I find that interesting.
Yeah.
How did they track it? Like, did they just like chase it on foot? Like, did we cross fucking highways to chase it? Were we
Mm-hmm.
in a car? Like, oh shit, it's going this way. But like, I don't know. That to me sounds.
Well, of course. Sounds fishy. Let
Hmm.
me pull up my screen again. Let's share it right now.
But and then for
Yeah.
them to just, I don't know, stumble upon it. Like,
Yeah. Well, here's
I
a
question
still
this
of
with
it.
the same amount of like, that I questioned the pet sphere. Of I still want to say the Siberians, but I know I'm wrong.
Yeah. I mean, you know, yeah, it's hard to tell. Like, you don't know if someone's flying a drone around, hanging this thing way below it, or maybe even a helicopter. I'm sure Maussan's got some money in what he does. You know, hey, go rent a helicopter. It's not that expensive.
Mm-mm.
Go on a helicopter tour. You find someone, you know, who knows? So that's just a still picture of the sphere. Let's look at some more. Here's a close up, the designs and some alleged wording, letters, whatever that they
Is
AI.
that whole like sentence like that you
Yeah, I
read
don't know.
earlier?
I don't
Okay, I
know.
was gonna say 'cause that's not a lot of writing for a
It
lot
could
of
be.
words.
There's probably more around here, but I don't know.
Still.
I don't know. I mean, maybe each one is like 4 words. Who knows? Who knows? I
Are we
mean,
really gonna trust AI?
are you really going to believe it?
The
I mean,
same,
it
just
only
different
matters if you
words.
think this is real. I mean, look, no welding, no bolts.
I don't know.
Oh
Like,
shit, what's this
what's
right
that?
here? I mean, maybe not welding, no welding, no bolts, but that doesn't mean
The
you can't take some
same.
freaking Gorilla Glue and slap two halves of a sphere together. Then you can legitimately say no bolts and no welding.
Welding.
Come
Mm-hmm,
on,
mm-hmm.
guys. Next, this is where they maybe I'm guessing it landed,
Yeah,
and they went to pick it up.
that's what
Um,
they're
let's
saying.
look at some X-rays here. Ooh, there's the 18 dots inside. Yeah, okay. And ball bearings. I mean, next. Don't know, don't care who he is, but he's not getting sick. Um,
Nope.
hmm, hmm, hmm. A suspicious ring around the
That's the
solid
ring that is
sphere.
supposedly made of a different metal and has ball bearings itself in it that was described.
I don't know, but this
That's
looks like an easy spot to just snap into place the top portion of the sphere to the
mm,
bottom portion. Again, no welding, no bolts. Perfectly explainable there.
I
Um,
agree. I agree.
Here's the alleged scientist doing alleged scientific work on an alleged flying sphere, again with no welding, no bolts, and nothing here that makes it look man made at all, other than this massive ring around the edge.
Right.
Let's look inside here. Okay, I'm not going to tell you what I think this looks like here, but I'll just say this would be the sphincter. Um, I mean, great photos. Here it is again. Um, yeah, I mean, this looks exactly where you would line up the two hemispheres and make a
Push them
sphere.
together. Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
I
you're
really don't have much to
completely
say on
correct. Yeah,
these.
I don't either. Like,
Here's one of the mummies you remember we looked at 2023 Jaime Maussan brought out.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
remember that.
not a body at all of anything, just bunch of crap put together.
Hmm.
Yeah, dust it with some dirt, make it look more legit, and then
Paper
you can't
mache.
tell all the crap that's on there. Surprise, Jaime. Here we go again. Yeah, red circle. Don't know. Don't really give a shit. Yeah, now you see there's more writing, right? You got a better view of it.
Yeah.
So guys,
That's
someone
still.
get a better picture of this writing, and they used AI. That means all of us can run
Yeah.
that shit through AI and
Ooh. Yeah.
see what it comes up with.
I have a couple different AIs on my stuff.
Yeah, yeah. This guy's holding it.
I'm sure afraid you're gonna get sick. Sorry.
This other dude got sick, oh, it sounds like radiation poisoning. You know what we
Yeah.
always hear? Like, why are these people handling this thing? Do you want to die for science in like
In-
2 fucking days from radiation?
no gloves, just like the
Lick
internet
the
loves to
goddamn
scream
thing.
at everybody on the
Yeah,
internet. No gloves.
yeah. Start licking it or something. I mean, shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like a very scientific room here, desk, and
Yes.
last picture. Well, that's a good shot. Yeah. Got to get the gloves in there with the pen and in the paper and some electronics in
Very
the
important
background.
paperwork going on.
Um,
Some important
I'm,
studying, researching.
yeah, I'm sorry. I mean, this thing could be legit as hell, but yeah, Jaime Musan. I mean, no. I as of now, personally, I think the video is good. I mean, it's the clearest video I think we've ever seen of an actual UAP, an alleged UAP up close, but that doesn't mean shit. I mean, look at the ring around this thing. You snap the two pieces together, or this is just the band that
It looks
holds
like
the
an
two
oversized
pieces.
tea strainer.
Come on, man. This guy is such a fraud, man. If
Hmm.
any of you believe in this fucker, please, man, shoot us
Don't.
an email. Shoot us an email. I'll perform some psychology on you, psychiatry, whatever the hell you want to call it. I don't really give a shit. Don't believe this shit, dude. Um, if this was true, and you got to think about this, I'm gonna stop sharing unless you want to look at any of these again. Um, if any of this stuff's true, let's say you're at home, and you're out at the beach, whatever, and you see this thing start flying through the air, and it's this metal ball, right? And it goes and lands on the beach right next to you. You got a cooler with you. Let's say you're we'll say, smart enough to touch it, even though it looks crazy, and put it in the cooler, take it home. And you got a science friend who does this type of shit and testing and all that. And they look at it and they're like, yeah, you, number one, need to go to the hospital. This thing's emitting a ton of radiation. Don't know what the fuck it is. He gets some of his science friends in on it. They start looking. They're like, this is a massive discovery. Don't know what it is. Not man-made. And it's totally legit. Um, I'm sorry, but you're coming out. Like, this isn't something that they're going to wait for scientific reviews. This will be out before scientific reviews in a mass sort of way. It's not going to be from someone who has a full on 100% history of fraud within this department, and only in Mexico. And nobody else is seeing this thing yet other than whatever it is he puts out. I call bullshit. 100%
I
bullshit.
completely agree.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I really want to know what you guys think, but what do you think, Stephanie? I mean, this
Oh
whole
no,
thing.
I agree. Like I said, you lost me in the beginning with the whole AI translated it to be blah blah blah. I was just like, okay, I'm out. I'm out. You lost me. Like I was piqued. I was interested because this is the second flying
Yeah.
metal orb, and I really love the idea of the first one. But like, yeah, you lost me with the AI.
So, speaking of AI, then, let me just show you why the whole AI thing loses me as well. And Stephanie, I already showed this to you. I'm just going to show one quick video here, but check this out: a video AI app on your phone, on your tablet. You guys have seen them. There's a newer one out, does a much better job than the ones that came out previously. So this is our dog. Okay, picture of our dog, still picture. This is a real photo. I run it through the AI app and it turns it into video. Here's what it does. Watch the tail. AI always fucks up. Look at the split in the tail.
Mm-hmm.
It's not right. The mouth isn't right. The tongue's massive and it's just not real life. You can tell there's something wrong. But this is consistent with AI right now. With people, I've seen a propensity of adding extra fingers or taking away fingers. Um, I've seen another dog
AI can
turned
never
into
get the
a
hands
dog
right.
costume on a little boy. I
Yep,
mean,
you showed me that.
which is fine, but there's also little intricacies that are just completely jacked up. And to think AI was able to, and here's the thing, the message that's on the sphere, how convenient is that message? How convenient what it actually says is that message, do you think? I mean,
Yeah. Well, like I said,
anytime,
bullshit.
yeah, anytime someone's come out with something that's like got some hieroglyphs, some weird writing, and they try and decipher it, they always come out with some bullshit, here's what we believe it says and blah blah blah, and it's always having to do with um come together, be one, peace, love, unity, and Woodstock. Come on. It's so, it's not that it's so out there. I mean, it is, but it's just so over the top trying to relate to humans.
Hmm.
We're, if we're going to another planet and we find life and we send one of our types of craft down, we're not writing messages on it for them. We're going down to survey them and see what's going on. We're not writing messages for them. And if we do write a message for them, we're not going to put some bullshit on there like love, peace, and unity. We're going to be like, we are another form of life.
Hmm.
We're from this direction, maybe these coordinates, something that
I mean, we already do
maybe.
have something like that floating out there.
Yeah, I know, but that's the thing. It's like, yeah, we do the original. What's that satellite? Jesus, oh, I forgot. But you got the record spinning
Yep.
on it, playing music and all that,
Hmm.
and we're just sending out things. So
Yeah.
this, uh, here's what they said. The writing said from AI: the origin of birth
Okay.
through union and energy in the cycle of transformation, meeting point of unity, expansion in consciousness, individual consciousness. Bullshit. 100%. It's just too much geared towards us.
Yeah.
Why would they do it to us and not tigers or lions or bears or rabbits? It just
Voyager 1.
bullshit. Voyager 1. That's the one.
Yep.
So, don't just believe shit to believe shit, guys. It's interesting. Great. Be interested in it. Talk about it with friends, whoever's interested in it. It's fun to. It's fun to hypothesize, fun to get different opinions and see what people think. At the end of the day, PFEs, proof, facts, evidence. Yeah, here's evidence of a bullshitter trying to bullshit you. When they try and throw a narrative out there, even though they have no idea what the narrative could ever be, that's a major red flag. They're giving you a narrative here, and how do you get that from an alleged metallic sphere flying through the sky?
Right.
No, doesn't work. I'm sorry, guys. You have an obscure story of your own? Shoot us an email. God damn, I just can't get it right anymore. Right there, obscuredr1@gmail.com. Don't forget the .com. I don't think it's going to go through if you don't. Type story in the subject line and tell us your story. We'll tell it for you on here. If you want to be on the show, easy to do. And you can come on and tell your own story if you want. We can chat about it. You can do it anonymously.
Really easy to join us.
Yeah. Like, share, subscribe. We will have an upcoming episode at some point fairly soon. One of our subscribers who does some investigating into this type of stuff maybe coming on. And I say maybe. I'm saying that with 95% certainty. So that'll be good. I'm going on a quick vacation, so we're going to have to wait till after that. But that should be good. Maybe a one-parter, maybe a two-parter. I don't know. We'll see. But he's already sent me some things, and I'm not going to say if he's legit. I believe him. He sent me his background already, his bio, and yeah, Jesus. I cannot wait to talk to this guy and hear what he has to say about a ton of this stuff. Get his opinions. He does investigative work, and which is great. So look for that coming up soon.
Exciting.
And I ended the last episode saying "booga booga booga," and I had no idea why. Well, now I know why. Because the last thing we talked about at that episode was the Buga orb or sphere. So with that said, booga booga booga!
Thanks for watching. Be sure to check back with us often for new episodes. Feel free to drop a comment, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Obscured Reality.